We always love it when Chuck from Wildlife Geeks stops by, and today it's all about the new babies. Chuck, always good to see you.
Great to see you.
I'm doing this whole Wildlife Geeks without Megan, which is kind of scary for me because she's the one that usually will put out her hand to get the animals in there first, but you told me no worries on this segment.
Yes, in fact, I have something for you for being so brave last time and taking on that crab spider.
Because I still haven't gotten over that totally. My therapist is hearing all about it.
Right? So, and I actually brought one for Megan as well.
Okay.
So, you've got this.
Okay.
So you
a little bracelet.
Little bracelet. They look real.
They do look real.
Especially when you put them on.
This is the only snake that I'm ever going to touch.
And that's hers.
Okay, I will make sure she gets it.
No.
But you guys have a baby boom over at Wildlife Geeks.
Yes, and today the first one we're going to bring out is amazing. So this guy, he's only about 5 weeks old.
5 weeks old.
And this is Julian.
Oh my gosh. It's so cute.
He is a baby ringtail lemur.
Oh my gosh, so cute. Look at that.
You can pet him.
Yeah, I was like making sure that.
Just a sweetheart. Now, right now, this is his mom. But in a couple weeks, then he'll get on my arm. Once he gets on my arm, he'll pretty much ride it for 6 months. That's what they do with the parents. They are a primate, just like a monkey or an ape. So you can literally have a relationship with these guys.
Okay.
So I've worked with lions, been lucky enough to work with baby Syrian bears, but my best experience I've ever had in my life was raising a baby lemur last year.
I didn't know that lemurs were like this small. I don't think I've ever seen a baby lemur, but I would expect them to be bigger than that.
Now,
so what do you feed? What do you feed them? Like
right now, he's on a special formula.
Okay.
But when they get older, they'll eat mostly fruits, and they've got a special diet that they'll be on. The females actually rule the roost, but the males actually have it made because the males grow up in a troop of about 20, 25. When the females have had enough of them, they push them out and they just go to the next troop. It's just all
For some people at
females.
home, they may, that doesn't sound like such a bad idea, right?
Yeah, now I'm going to try to get him. He's very.
How much would you imagine that he weighs at this point?
Not
small.
Yeah, very, very, not much at all.
Not even a pound.
Yeah, not even a pound. But they'll grow pretty fast.
Look at that tail.
It'll take them about 2 years to get full grown.
Wow.
Let me see if I can.
Will he? Oh gosh.
Look at that baby.
Here we are.
He may have to turn around because he's kind of here we go.
Do you want me to turn around a little bit?
And again, these guys you can really have a relationship with. So. And he'll be ready. He's actually went to his first presentation yesterday, did a great job. So we have these guys available.
Hopefully I smell good and get a little tail to the face, which is nice. That feels good though.
Yep, and so we do the birthday parties and you get to pick the animals that come, and if it's your birthday, you get to interact with the animals that nobody else gets to.
Oh my gosh.
Let me go grab
He's just chilling.
Yeah.
And so for people that have kids, they're looking for a cool party experience. If you bring a baby lemur to a party, it is game over, right?
Yes.
So they can call you and do that.
Yep, and you get to interact with them. And again, 90% of our guys are rescues, so we really talk about conservation. And
it's a good way to imagine the kids that see these animals are asking all types of interesting questions.
Yeah, and it gets them kind of out of the whole, in front of a screen kind of thing. And so like I said, we do a show, it's very interactive. We pull up kids and I want them to learn something too. So at the end, I ask them questions. Whoever answers the most gets a prize.
Okay.
So they actually listen. And so it's a great way to really talk about conservation and make it real. You know?
So what is the time frame for someone watching this that says, I have a party coming up in a couple of weeks? Is it best just to give you a call and kind of look at the calendar, see how long it is?
Yeah, exactly. And I would do it
sooner than later.
Yes, we're usually booked out about a month and a half. But yeah, absolutely. And
with all the things coming up, kids going to be out of school, so there are going to be lots of parties that are going to be hosted. So now is a good time to do that. They can go to wildlifegeeks.com and click on that and just fill out the contact form and get in touch with you guys to do that.
Get in touch with us as well. Yep, and we do schools as well, and we're also STEAM approved.
Which is great. Science, technology, engineering, arts, math. One more time.
See, this is Mama. This is his safety.
Nobody wants to leave Mama. And can you give us? I know you're coming up a little. You're coming up a little later in the show with another one, and he didn't want Jamarcus. He jumped off. He said, "Back to Mama." You have another animal coming up later in the show. Can you give us a little, just adorable?
I have
equally adorable.
Yeah, I will say this: that if the only other animal you might want more than a baby lemur is the baby animal that we have coming up.
Ooh, now that's a tease. We love that. So Chuck is going to hang out with us. Again, go to wildlifegeeks.com to plan your party and to check out these animals. It makes a great STEAM activity for the kids when you want them to not get in all the brain rot on the summertime. It's a good time to get them to learn something.
Have a good time and learn something on accident.
It's a win-win. Thanks, Chuck. We'll see you in just a little bit.